In the last class, we have learned test for divisibility. Test for divisibility by 2. Whenever we have even number, it will be divisible by 2. That is, if the number is ending with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, the number is divisible by 2. Test for divisibility by 3. We need to add the sum of the digits. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the given number is divisible by 3. Then we learned test for divisibility by 4. If the number ends with two zeros, it is always divisible by 4. And also the number found by last two digits, if it is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. Then we discussed test for divisibility by 5. If the number ends with 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5. Next we learned test for divisibility by 6. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6. Now we have to start the test for divisibility by 7. In most of the books, they don't give the test for divisibility by 7. Here I have given an example. If a number is 6804, we need to look at the last digit of the number. Here the last digit of the number is 4. Now I am just multiplying 2 with 4, I get 8. Then I will subtract 8 from the remaining digits, that is 680. 680 minus 8 is 672. Now this 672, if it is divisible by 7, then I can say that the number is divisible by 7. This method is not given in most of the books. Once again, I'll repeat. We have to look at the ones place. Here the ones place is 4. Now I'll make double of the ones place, that is 4 times of 2, which is 8. This 8, I am going to subtract it from 680, which is the remaining digits, the number found by the remaining digits. We get the result as 672. Now I am dividing 672 by 7, and it is exactly divisible by 7. If this difference is divisible by 7, then the complete number is divisible by 7. Next is test for divisibility by 8. It is same as the test for divisibility by 4. The small change is we have to look at 3 digits instead of 2 digits. Here there is example 73,512. When 73,512 is there, the number found by the last 3 digits is 512. If this 512 is divisible by 8 exactly, then the given number is divisible by 8. And one more explanation. If the number is ending with 3 zeros, then this number is divisible by 8. So for example, 1000, 2000, 3000, and so on. They are all divisible by 8. 3 zeros should be there in a number. Going back to the previous slide, here you can see I have just given an example. In most of the books, they don't give the test for divisibility by 7. I am repeating now. I have given an example 6804. The number at units place is 4. Double of the number 8, double of the number 4 is 8. This 8 I am subtracting from the number found by the remaining digits. This is the remaining digits 680. So I am subtracting it. I get 672. Now I divide 672 by 7 and it is exactly divisible. Therefore, I can say that 6804 is also divisible by 7. This is not in the book. Right. Yes. Going back to test for divisibility by 9, we have to follow the same procedure we adopted for the test for divisibility by 3. That is, we need to add the digits. When the sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then the number is divisible by 9. It is as same as the test for divisibility by 3. Rohit has a doubt. Is the number 66920 divisible by 8? Is it divisible by 8? That is his question. I mentioned that the number has to end with three zeros, then the number is divisible by 8. And one more explanation is also given. You can see the number found by the last three digits. Here, what is the number found by the last three digits? It is 900. Is 900 divisible by 8? That is what we need to check. If the number 900 is divisible by 8, then the number is divisible by 8. We can see here 8 ones are 8, 1 remains. So 8 ones are 8 again, 2 remains, 20, 8 threes are 24, it will be more, 2 times it is 16, 4 remains. Now 4 is the remainder. Therefore, this number is not divisible by 8. It is simple, isn't it? Now I am unmuting. If you have doubt, you can ask now. Yes.
Sir, 896 is divisible by 8, sir.
सर
Which
तो
one?
बराबर लगे थे
Which one?
896 is divisible by 8, sir.
896.
Sir, I have joined the class. Yes, sir. Please tell the visibility rule of 7 once again, sir. Please.
896. Is it
Yes,
divisible
sir.
by 8?
Yes, sir.
We need to cross check it here. We need to divide. There is no other go because the number found by last three digit is 896 only. We have to divide it.
Yes, sir.
Divide karo. 8 ones are 8.
1,
Now
1, 2,
96 is there. Ones
सर
are
it will be 1 1
8. 16 remains. 112. Exactly, it is divisible now. Yes, it is divisible.
Sir.
Yes, once again, I am going to repeat this test for divisibility by 7. This is
Yes, sir.
fourth time I am telling. This is not given in any of the books. I have taken an example here. 6804. In this 6804, the units place is 4. I am going to double it, becomes 8. This 8 I am subtracting from the number found by the remaining digits. 680 is the number formed by remaining digits. I get the difference as 672. If this difference is divisible by 7, I say that the number is divisible by 7. Here, it is exactly divisible by 7. Therefore, the number is divisible by 7. Not to worry about test for divisibility by 7. Since it is not given in the books, it will not be asked. If it is asked, you know now what to do. All right. Moving to test for divisibility by 10. If the number ends with 0, all those numbers are divisible by 10.
10.
Test for divisibility by 11. It is little interesting. We need to look at the sum of the digits in even places and odd places. If the given number is 863423, the numbers at given place, if I mention, it is second place, fourth place, and sixth place. These are the even places, and these underlined ones are odd places. We need to find the sum of the digits in odd places, which is 8, 3, and 2. The sum is 13. Even places also we need to add. The sum is 13. Now find the difference. Here the difference is 0. If the difference is 0 or multiple of 11, then the given number is divisible by 11. One more example. We know that 121 is divisible by 11. 11 times is 121. No? So let me check that. If I consider 121, what is the sum of the digits in odd places? It is 1 plus 1, odd places, which is 2. What is the sum of the digits in even places?
2.
There is only one digit, which is 2. Now find the difference. The difference is 0. Whenever the difference is 0, we say that the number is divisible by 11. If the difference is 22, we say that the number is divisible by 11. If the difference is 33, then the number is divisible by 11. There is one more example. Let us check whether that number is divisible by 11 or not. 3971. Look at the sum of odd places. It is 3 plus 7, which is 10. Even places, it is 9 plus 1, which is 10. Difference of them is 0. Therefore, this number is divisible by 11. It's simple. So these are the test for divisibility. Now using the test for divisibility, we need to determine whether the given numbers are divisible by 4 or by 8. Yes,
Sir, I
what is
have
the
a
doubt?
doubt.
Yes, Bhuvan, what is the doubt?
Sir, divisible 11, I have a doubt.
Yes, tell me, what is the doubt?
Sir, when we add these odd number and even number, sir,
Odd places and even places, yes.
yes, sir, that time sum will come, sir.
Okay.
That time sum of odd number is 12. Sum
Okay.
of even number is 11.
Okay.
That time which subtract, sir, we we subtract from even number to odd number or odd number to even number, sir.
It is left to you, sir. 12 minus 11, if you do, you will get 1, no?
Yes, sir.
Is 1 divisible by 11?
No, sir.
No. Therefore, the given number is not divisible by 11. It's simple.
Yes, sir.
इसको हम 11 minus 12 करेंगे तो -1 आ जाएगी. -1 is not divisible by 11.
Yes, sir.
I said we need to find the difference. How you find the difference is left to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, coming to this question, we need to determine whether the given number is divisible by 4 or by 8. Suppose if I consider the first one. In the first one we have 572. 572. Here the number formed by last two digits is what? 72. Is this 72 divisible by 4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What is the quotient if it is divisible?
No, sir,
18.
not divisible.
Sir, divisible, sir. 18, sir.
Sir, divisible,
18
sir.
4 times
18,
is
sir.
72.
Sir, 18,
Yes,
sir.
18, sir.
So listen,
Yes,
listen,
sir.
listen
Sir,
now.
divisible by 4,
If
sir.
the number formed by last two digits is divisible by 4, then we can say that the number is divisible by 4. Therefore, 572 is divisible by 4. Is
Yes,
this
sir.
number divisible by 8?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Number formed
No, sir.
सातवें क्या प्रॉब्लम चल रही है वहां पे? This
Sir,
is the
all of
reason.
you mute, sir. Well, again unmute, sir.
This is the reason I mute. आप अपने आप बात करते रहेंगे तो क्लास कैसी चलेगी? Number found by last three digits is 572. You can check whether 572 is divisible by 8, and you will come to know that it is not divisible. 572, when you divide by 8, we get some fraction. We don't get an integer. If you divide, you will get 71.5. Exact number you are not going to get. Therefore, this number is not divisible by 8. Now, if you look at the second one, 5500, since it is ending with two zeros, it is divisible by 4. Is this number divisible by 8? Is 500 divisible by 8? That is what we need to check. We will not get an exact quotient. There will be some reminder also. So this particular number, I'll just mention it, is divisible by 4, not divisible by 8. If you look at this example, this is divisible by 4 because 84 is divisible by 4, and this number is not divisible by 8 because the number found by the last two digits is 84. When you divide by 8, we will be getting 10.5, which is not exactly an integer. If you consider 31795072, if you consider 31795072, last two digits is 72, so it is divisible by 4. So there is no doubt divisible by 4. Is this number divisible by 8? Is 72 divisible by 8? We all know that 8 9 times is 72. It is divisible by 8. So only this number is divisible by both 4 and 8, and remaining numbers, they are divisible by only 4. Hope I have made it clear. Next question is related to test for divisibility by 6. And you must know that if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6. For example, if I consider the first one we have 1258. It is divisible by 2 because it is even number. Now if you consider the sum of the digits 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 8, if you do, this will be 16 and is not divisible by 3. Since this number is divisible only by 3 and only by 2 and not by 3, therefore 1258 is not divisible by 6. Hope you understood this. In this second example, in this second one, it is not divisible by 2. Therefore, this number is not divisible by 6. If you consider this, yes, it is divisible by 2. Is this number divisible by 3? That is what we need to check. Now, if I add the digits, the sum 4 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 0, if you do, the sum will be what? It will be 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 plus 7 is 22. 22 plus 5 is 27. And this number is exactly divisible by 3. And we get the result as 9. So it is divisible both by 2 and 3. So this number has to be divisible by 6. Hope you have understood this now. Yes, let's look at the last one. For that, I'm going to write it here. Last one we have 125830. Since the number is ending with 0, we can say that the number is divisible by 2. Now we need to check whether it is divisible by 3 also. Now if I consider the sum of the digits, is it divisible by 3? So fourth one, 125830. I will write the first statement. It is divisible by 2 because it ends with 0. Next statement, is it divisible by 3? We need to add the digits. The sum of the digits, here it is 3 plus 0. No, sum of the digits, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. This 19 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, 125830 is not divisible by 6. So in this question, there was only one number which was divisible by 6. That was the third one. In the remaining cases, it is not divisible. Hope it's clear to everyone. Now look at the test for divisibility by 11. Here we should write in detail. If I consider the first one, 10824, I need to write the statement sum of digits at given places, and also I need to write the sum of digits at odd places. Here, what is the sum of the digits at even places? It is 0 plus 2, which is 2. Odd places, we have 1 plus 8 plus 4. The sum is 9 plus 4, which is 13. Now we need to find the difference. Here the difference is 13 minus 2, which is 11. It is a multiple of 11. Since difference is multiple of 11, the number 10824 is divisible by 11. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you take the second one, if you
Yes,
take the
sir.
second one,
Yes, sir.
we need to add even places and the odd places. What will be the difference? If the difference comes out to be 0 or multiple of 11, the number is divisible by 11. Let's check this. What I do is I will just remove certain things from here. This first one I'll make it as second one. I'm going to do this. You cannot do, you have to write completely. Okay, let me write the sum of the digits at even place and the odd place. First, let me write the question here. It is 70169308. Even places. I am going to mark the even places. These are the even places. Second, fourth, sixth, and this is also even place. It is 0 plus 6 plus 3 plus 8. What will be the sum? The sum is 17. Bhuvan, what is the problem? Bhuvan, Bhuvan,
Yes, sir.
what is the problem? You are sharing the meet link.
Sir, that is done
Uh,
by
it is done by
my sister, sir. I am gone outside to drink water.
your sister is sharing the link to the group. Already those who have joined, what is the use of sending this link here? Simply don't do unnecessary things, man. So these are the digits at odd places. 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 0. What is the sum? It is again 17. Here the difference is 17 minus 17, which is 0. Therefore, 0 is 0 is divisible by 11. Therefore, the number 70169308 is divisible by 11. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
If you take the third one, is this number divisible by 11? Let's add these odd places. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Let's add the even places. 0 plus 1 plus 3. It is 4.
Yes, sir, it's divisible.
15 minus 4 is 11. It is exactly divisible by 11. Yes, it is divisible. Now if you take this number, 5 added to 4 is 9. 4 added to 5 is 9.
So
So the
this is also divisible.
difference is 0. So it is divisible by 11. Every one of you have understood now?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Understood.
sir.
Little logical question here. Write the smallest digit and the greatest digit in the blank space of each of the following numbers so that the number formed is divisible by 3. You must know that the number formed is divisible by 3 refers to
Two, sir.
adding these digits. If you add the digits,
Sir,
it has to be
Two, sir.
divisible by 3.
Sir, 2, sir.
Suppose if I consider some digit as x here, x added to 6, added to 7, added to 2, plus 4. This should be
2 and
divisible by 3. What is 6 plus 7? 13 plus 2,
13,
15
15,
plus 4,
32.
19.
Sir, answer is 2.
19
2,
ko.
sir.
If you add 0 here, 19 is not
20.
divisible. If you add
No,
1,
sir.
it becomes 20, it is not
20.
divisible. So we
3,
need to
sir.
add 2
Two,
to
sir.
this.
Sir, X is 2.
2 plus 19 is 21.
21.
Therefore, smallest digit can be, or why should I write can be, will be 2. What is the largest digit which can be there here?
6, sir.
6, huh?
8.
8, sir.
It has to be 8
8, sir.
because
Sir,
8 plus 19 is going to be
27.
27 and this
8.
27 is divisible by
15, sir.
3.
Sir, second one is.
Listen,
Second one.
Second one is 0 and 9.
a digit refers to a single number. It cannot be 15, sir.
Wait, sir. 21, sir. 21.
27.
Okay, first one is answered. If you want to answer the second one, if you take 0, what will be the sum? Let's add
3,
them.
sir.
4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus
0 plus 2.
dash plus 2. What is the sum? 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 6 is
17,
17 plus 5 is 22. 22 plus 2 is
0, sir.
24.
24. That is already divisible, so we can put 0.
plus 3.
Since
We
this
can add
number
0,
is
sir.
already divisible, we can add 0 there.
Or and if we want
Largest number,
largest, we can add 9.
we can add 9. What will be the
Yes,
9?
sir.
9
9 we
added
can
to
add, sir. It
24.
will become 33, sir. 33 is divisible
33.
by 3.
33 हो जाएगी. 33 is divisible by 3. So we can
Yes, sir.
have
Sir,
0 and 9.
also comes, sir. Sir, 3 also. Add 3, sir. Plus 24. 3 also add plus
3
24.
also, sir.
Listen, Bimu is answering or Basuraj is answering?
Kumari.
Bimu,
Yes, sir.
I have written 9 here. You are telling 3 should be written.
Yes, 3 also
Yes.
comes, sir. 24 plus 3 equals to 27. 3 is divided,
But it is
divided
not
by
the
27,
greatest.
sir.
Whenever there is a question, we need to see the question properly. In the question, they have mentioned greatest digit and the smallest digit. Here, the smallest digit is 0, greatest digit is 9. If you consider 3, no doubt it is divisible by 3, but 3 is not the largest digit. So we are writing a largest digit here. Largest digit is 9. Hope you have understood this now. Now we have a concept called as HCF and LCM. HCF refers to highest common factor. LCM refers to least common multiple. This you should know. Let me mention it. HCF refers to highest common factor. And LCM refers to least common multiple. We have already learned this in our lower classes and also while preparing for entrance examination. Now it's a repetition of the concept. When a number is expressed as a product of its factors, we say that the number has been factorized. Suppose if you consider the number 36, this 36 can be expressed in these three tree diagrams. In this tree diagram, you can understand here 36 is obtained by 2 multiplied to 18. 2 18 times is 36. 18 is expressed as 2 times of 9. 9 is expressed as 3 times of 3. Same way, this 36 is 3 times of 12. 12 is 6 times of 2. 6 is 3 times of 2. Likewise, 36 is 4 times of 9. 9 is 3 times of 3. If you look at the digits here, we can conclude that after factorization, it is the product of these prime numbers. 2 multiplied to 2 multiplied to 3 multiplied to 3. Because 2 times 4 we get it here. And these digits are same. It is called as prime factors. So any number is expressed as the product of primes. This is called product of primes. Now you just look at the number here, a 4-digit number. A greatest 4-digit number is 9999. If we express as product of prime, what do we get? 3 multiplied to 3333 is 9999. 3 multiplied to 1111 is 3333. 1111 is the product of 11 and 101. These numbers are considered here. They are the prime product. So a given number can be expressed as prime product of few numbers. We need to understand the prime product so that we can define HCF and LCM. Look at a smallest 5-digit number. The smallest 5-digit number here is 1000. Sorry, 10,000. This 10,000 is obtained by multiplying 2 with 5,000, 2 with 2,500. This 2,500 is nothing but 25 times of 100. 25 is nothing but 5 times of 5. 100 is nothing but 10 times of 10. 10 is nothing but 2 times of 5. This 10 is also 2 times of 5. So we can express this number as product of prime. Here the product of prime is 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 2 into 5 into 2 into 5. In other words, it is 2 multiplied how many times? 4 times into 5 multiplied 4 times. So 2 raised to the power 4 into 5 raised to the power 4. This is called as product of prime. Yes, there is another way to write the product of prime, that is by prime factorization. Let me tell what is that prime factorization refers to. We need to write the number 10,000 and we should keep dividing by the prime numbers starting from the smallest prime number, which is 2. We get it as 5,000. Again, it is divisible by 2. 25 times is 50, followed by 2 zeros. Once again, it is divisible by 2. We get 1250. Now it is divisible by 2. We get it as 625. Now this 6 25 is not divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 3? 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. It is not divisible by 3. We should go for 5. 5 125 times is 625. 5 25 times is 125. 5 5 times is 151 time. If you look at the number of 2's here, it is 4 times. So 2 raised to the power 4. This is 5 raised to the power 4. We get the same result. Here 2 is there 4 times and 5 is there 4 times. This way of writing is called as a tree diagram. Is called as a tree diagram. Hope I have made it very clear. Now I am ending today's session here. We shall continue with highest common factor in the next session. If there is any doubt,